Okay. All right.
You know what? I was in the middle.
The meeting is being recorded now. I am Pat Bates, speaking on behalf of the San Fernando Valley Arts and Cultural Center and its SCORE project. We are thrilled to continue our multi-year history of hosting the annual Valley Watercolor Society exhibit. While the pandemic forced closure of the brick and mortar facility, the San Fernando Valley Arts and Cultural Center has found a new life online thanks to the support of arts organizations like the Valley Watercolor Society. We want to take this opportunity to thank all the donors to the SFVACC, and special thanks to the Los Angeles County Arts and Culture Department and the City of Los Angeles Department of Cultural Affairs. It's my pleasure to introduce John Chapin, President of the Valley Watercolor Society.
John, you need to unmute, John.
Thank you, Pat. I appreciate everything you've done. And the Valley Watercolor Society has been around for a long time. And I'm very proud to be part of it. And I'm proud of all the people that work for it. We have our board of directors and everybody pitches in. There's no pay, it's all voluntary, and it's run very smoothly. And it's a very good group of people. Now, I just want to say now, next Thursday, we have a meeting coming up, and our artist that's going to be doing a demo and a workshop is Leon Kwan Zen, and he's great. You guys should, you might want to make that. He's very good. Definitely worth seeing this Thursday. Okay, I'm going to name off the officers in our Valley Watercolor Society. And like I said, all these people, this is all volunteer. They do all this work on their own and they do a good job. You have the program directors, Debbie McDonald. Membership is Norma Durr. Norma does a great job with that. Sylvia Crosby with the exhibits. Our secretary is Veronica Stensby. Veronica does a really good job. Lady with all the money, our treasurer is Debbie Saunders. She pays all the bills and makes sure everything's right financially. Our newsletter is Susan Gesundheit. She's out on the beat all the time looking for stories. So if you have any information or anything about artwork or classes coming up, get in touch with Susie. She does a really good job with the newsletter. Parliamentarian is Diana Hertz. She's been helping me a lot this year. She's really helping me a lot. Webmaster, IT person is Cheryl Shear, another doing a great job. Hospitality, and I'll have a drink with her sometime, that's Sandra McDuffie. If we had our regular meeting, we'd all be out there drinking wine together. And Society Show is run by Don Fear. You all know him. Now, the special committee that we had to put this exhibit together, our juror this year is Linda Dahl. She's fantastic. I'm going to give you her bio pretty soon. Exhibit committee members, our chairperson is Sylvia Crosby. She's had some problems this year, so Selena Chang, our program and graphic designer, has come in and really stepped up and done a great job. Awards, we have a lot of awards and sponsors, and thank Gail Green for getting all the sponsors. She's had to go out and she did a really good job. Y'all enjoy these awards. Our award certificates, which are beautiful, are done by Mitch Lasky. And we want to thank the San Fernando Valley Arts and Cultural Center online gallery, Carolyn Juried. Carolyn does a good job. Probably most of you know her. and the virtual reception design is by Pat Biggs. So I want to thank Pat and all the people I've mentioned there. So we want to say thank you to all the businesses that have donated, like Carter Sexton as artist materials, Cheap Joe's Art Supplies, Dr. Martin's Ink, Golden Artist Colors, Graph-Aids Art Supplies, Hoblain Artist Materials, and cash awards by, first place is by Ruth Probst Kane, a very nice donation from her. And the other cash awards are from the Valley Watercolor Society. So that's what we have as far as that goes. So I think we can continue on, Pat.
I thought, I'm sorry, I thought Linda was going, you're going to introduce Linda.
Well, Linda, that's right. Okay. All right, I'm going to tell you who our juror is today. Linda Dahl was a juror, done a fantastic job. Linda Dahl, American and National Watercolor Societies, is a painter, digital photographer, graphic artist, instructor, and juror, a teacher of workshops and seminars throughout the US, Mexico, Canada, France, Italy, Greece, and Spain, Ireland, and Bali. She is a past president and life member of the National Watercolor Society, a past board member of the and juror of the American Watercolor Society, and past board member of Watercolor West. She is a life honorary member of the Federation of Canadian Artists and an elected life member of the San Diego Watercolor Society. Her paintings and drawings are included in many books and have been used by several magazines for their covers. Linda is included in many of the Who's Who publications, including Who's Who in American Art and Who's Who of American Women. Okay, Linda, it's all for you. You're doing a wonderful job.
Oh, thank you so much. And thank you for inviting me to jury the Valley Watercolor Society exhibition. It was a privilege and an honor for me to jury this prominent and highly respected show. My best wishes to all who entered. Competition for limited space when there are so many great paintings is always frustrating for the entrant as well as the juror. I was responsive to design, technique, style, and subject matter, but I tried to be equally sensitive to concept and content. I believe this is an excellent and diverse exhibit with paintings that are imaginative and innovative and depict the diversity of the entrants in both subject and style. Congratulations to all who were selected for this exhibition, and especially to those who received an award. It was quite a challenge to jury this show. There were so many great entries. I believe it is a remarkable, unified exhibition representing a wide range of excellent work submitted and the vast varieties of styles. Thank you to the committee who made this such a wonderful experience. Again, congratulations to all.
Thank you, Linda. And now we are going to do a slideshow of the entire exhibit. So I do need to start sharing my screen again, and hopefully this will get set up very quickly. So let's see how we can do, whoops. Let's see how we can do on this transition here. Hold on a sec. Alrighty. For some reason, let's see, turn on original sound. What happened was I was just all ready to transition and I hit a button and my music disappeared. And that, it's...
I can sing, but I'm not very good.
John, I think you should sing.
Oh, sole me. No?
Very good.
Thank you.
That was well done.
Thanks. There we go.
Here we go. I'll just get that centered a little bit, and we'll go through about 5 seconds for each one. So we'll see how good I am at estimating about 5 seconds. Here we go.
I think your 5 seconds is low, like 2 seconds.
Nope, it's really 5. I have a timer running on the desk. And is that a great exhibit or what?
Yeah, that was good. Very good. Very nice.
Okay. I'm sorry
Well,
if it was a little fast at the beginning. I think I went and took a Xanax or something, so.
So Linda had her hands full having to judge that.
She sure did. Let's get on to, I think we're getting on to the awards here,
Yeah,
so.
okay, Linda, I'm going to leave that to you, okay?
Why don't you announce them? Because the records I have don't have anybody's name.
Same here.
I just want to say one thing. All jurors have prejudices, and anyone who says they don't is lying. I'm sorry. My prejudice is that more people get awards rather than the same person getting 3 awards. So I was particularly aware of choosing, if I knew and could see that it was the same work, I chose to have 1 award for most people. I just think getting 3 awards is not near as exciting as more people being honored and getting an award. So you may not agree with me, but that was one of my criteria. And if you got an award on 1, no, I probably didn't consider the others for awards just for that reason. Okay.
Okay, Pat, I guess we're going with the special honors first. Is it Lori Pollock?
Yes, we are, and here we go.
All right, very nice.
We're actually doing the special honors. We're kind of doing 6, 5, 4. Then we're going to do the honorable mentions, and then we're going to save 3, 2, and 1 for the end, just so that you know what we're doing. This particular piece is soft, colorful, and beautiful. A wonderful, delicate way to handle a very, very difficult flower to paint. I just love this piece. Congratulations.
Okay.
Excuse me, do we want the individual to comment on it, a short comment, if anybody you like to say something, because we did talk about that.
Yeah, Lori, if you have like about a 1-minute thing that you want to say, that'd be fine.
I'll make it quick. So thanks to COVID, I now take morning walks through my neighborhood, and when I never thought of doing it before. And actually all 4 of my entries were from my morning walks. And this flower just caught my eye because I actually didn't even know what it was called. I had to look it up. And it was, and I kind of took a photo of it and with the sun behind it. And it was a kind of a fun challenge. I kind of pushed the color a little bit. It wasn't quite as purple, but it was a fun painting. And people that know me know that I like little tiny detailed things. So it was right up my alley. And thank you very much.
Beautiful, beautiful. This is a half sheet. That's a nice, good size for that much detail. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Okay, next, Karen Hawley.
Which would have been our 5th place. So
Right.
absolutely love the reflections and flowers through the glass. Good repeat of the reds throughout the piece. Again, a absolutely gorgeous piece. Beautiful. Congratulations.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed painting this one. I just tried to give it a little different perspective, and by coming up close with my camera when I was taking the shoot, I just love crystal and reflections, and this was, I just wanted to go red on this one. So thank you so much. I appreciate the honor.
Very good, thank you. Okay, next, Sylvia Santillan.
Let me just say one thing about that red study. That was a 22 by 30. That was a full sheet painting, that glass and red flowers. So
yes,
I mean, just imagine that full sheet. That has got to be gorgeous in person.
Very good, yeah. Okay, Linda, you got Sylvia here, Santillan?
I do. So this would have been number 4. So much said with so little. Keep it simple, sweetie, is what a teacher used to say. Great use of white paper. apparently some people wrote notes with their things, and this painting was to honor Dr. Moyer, who moved her practice to North Carolina to care for her 94-year-old father. Thank you for doing that, and congratulations, beautiful painting.
Hi, thank you. Yes, she moved across the country, and you know, I got in touch with her, and as we were talking, the birds kept flying on her head. So this particular bird was really, I was mistaken, was named Sunshine, and Sunshine passed away last month.
Oh,
So her other bird, Finn, went looking for her. So now she's birdless. And but it was just a moment. Her hair was very wild, and I just did it so quickly. Probably one of the fastest paintings I've done. And I just used 2 complementary colors.
Very good. Very nice. It's good to see you too.
Thanks, John.
You're welcome. Okay, now we're going to honorable mentions.
yes.
I believe it's Barbara Hope.
Cute.
Give me 1 second. Oh, sorry. Computer's acting up for a second. Just okay. I love the way the love between the little boy and his dog is shown here. I wish the name wasn't so large and white. I was taught that the name shouldn't be more than 1 value change, and I honestly think this could have had a higher award if the name wasn't quite so. I mean, what I see first and last is the name, and I think this is a beautiful, beautiful painting, but I think that name is very distracting.
Okay, Barbara, you there? You have anything to say?
I'm here. I'm under Southwest Washington Watercolor Society. I couldn't change the name on my picture.
Okay.
But can you guys hear me? Oh,
Yeah.
There I am. Hi, everybody.
Ciao.
I am a very long time member of VWS and now live in Southwest Washington. And I'm the president of the Southwest Washington Watercolor Society, of course. And for the people who know me, because I was always very, very involved with VWS, thank you so much for the award. I really appreciate it. I never even considered, I used to sign my name Barbara Hope, and I decided on this one to go Hope for the first time. And yes, I did it in the white because who knows why. I appreciate the fact that you thought it would be even a higher award if that hadn't distracted you so much. This is my sister's youngest grandson. And before this painting, I don't do portraits. I really don't. And before I did this one, I did a portrait of her and her grandson sitting with their feet in the pool. And it was such a miserable thing for me. And I struggled with it so much that when I saw this picture, I went, okay, I have to paint it. And you know what? It happened. It just was one of those magical things that just happened. And so I really appreciate it. And that is his dog, and they just do love each other so much.
Yeah, that shows the emotion. Very nice.
So hi, everybody. And oh, wait. And the one thing I wanted to say really quickly is because of COVID and because we're doing this, I'm able to enter the show because I don't have to bring my paintings down there. So I was so excited to be able to enter.
Very good. Yeah, we're glad to have you.
By the way, I said that not just for you, but for everybody. I think that's something when I'm jurying shows that I see a lot. If I can read the name from across the room, then it's either too big or too much value contrast. I should know where the name is and be able to walk up to it and read it, but I shouldn't see it first and last. And that's, like I said, that's not just for you, that's for everybody. Yours just happened to be one I wanted to point out because it definitely is an award piece and that spoils it. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the award.
Okay.
You're welcome. Okay, next is Fatima. Fatima.
No, it's
No?
it's Melissa
Oh,
Elliott.
I'm sorry, Melissa Elliott. Yeah. My mistake. My mistake.
I enjoyed the use of cutting the full sheet long and thin. Just a fun memory of an outing between friends. I thought it was very, very clever, different from anything else I'd seen before. And it made me smile. I really, really enjoyed seeing this piece.
Thank you. It's actually a defined size for a particular website that solicits people to make art. And so those were the constraints. And this was a year's worth of weekly meetings with my cousin for breakfast. So we decided we'd make a map of everywhere we went, and I'm hoping when COVID's over that they're still open.
Yeah, me too.
Beautiful. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Okay, this is Fatima.
Okay. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Beautiful painting. You can feel the atmosphere. I love the crowded street with the cars, the motorcycles, and the people. I think this is a gorgeous painting. Just beautiful. Congratulations. Very nice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Actually, I'm fan of flowers, but this time, I don't know, I was in mood of this kind of landscapes. So this is the holy shrine in one of the cities in Iran. And I was in this street. I mean, it's amazing. Yeah, the atmosphere is very beautiful. And yeah, I love it.
I was in India last year and it looked almost like India too.
Yeah, because the dome is made of gold. So yeah, I can say that you can see a lot of kind of things, golden things in India as well. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Nice job, Fatima. Okay, Karen Hawley.
Wow, pretty.
Great reflections in lace, beautiful use of hard and soft edge. Very, very well done. Beautiful. Congratulations.
Thank you. I was so intrigued when I have my shiny golden water pitcher with the little matching golden glass. They just reflect so well. And my grandmother, who's since passed away, she crocheted the scarf in the background. The purple is it's actually crochet. And anyway, it's a very sentimental piece for me, and yellow was her favorite color. She just loved yellow and pink roses. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Very nice. Nice job. Okay, Susan. Susan Gesundheit.
I found doing these awards was very, very difficult. There were so many good paintings. And I have to tell you, there are many good paintings that didn't get an award. And I'm sorry about that. We only had so many awards. But it's just, your organization really put together a very good show and a difficult one for me to jury. This is a study of our home, and it reminds me of the year COVID. It has us all staying at home. So what better subject to paint than your own home? And I think this is just a whimsical, fun, almost still life of the furniture in a house. I loved it. It made me smile, and I just enjoyed it thoroughly.
Right. Well, if I made you smile, then there's no more to say. But our house does not, those are not the true colors of our interior. but you know, all the Matisse or Hockney is just, you know, ink and stick, and there we go. It's for loose, it was loose and fun to do.
Good, good.
Thank you very much for your work. Thank you.
Great job, Susan.
Thank you.
Dorothy Lee.
This, the artist said, is a portrait of the artist as a baby with his father. I love the textures in this one. There's textures in his shirt. There's textures in the baby. There's textures in all the material. I just was fascinated by this one and just loved it. Beautiful painting. Congratulations.
You're up, Dorothy.
You. Yeah, thank you. I'm working on a series of paintings for my as I grew up in Los Angeles within my cultural heritage. So I'm doing a series of paintings for that. So this is a watercolor collage using Chinese print. The shirt is from a label on a medicine bottle. The red is some sort of, I don't know, ceremonial paper.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Great, thanks, Dorothy. Adrienne Rubin.
Love the blending of the colors done in the wet into wet. If you really study it, you'll see the blues into the greens, into the reds. Beautiful wet into wet, and then some negative painting. Again, this one made me smile. I just really enjoyed, it's called swoosh, and it's like an explosion, like fireworks, and I loved it. So congratulations.
Yes, thank you. If I could do washes better, I probably would have painted this worse. But yeah, put down the water first in a circle, and there's some advantage to that because I can't really see what I'm doing, and then put the colors in, and then painted the black background.
Well, don't change what you're doing. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it.
Nice job, nice job. Okay, Roberta Barber-Besh.
Another painting with a great use of white paper, just enough darks to make this an exciting piece. Again, a beautiful painting. I love the diversity of your group. Nobody paints like anybody else. You're all individuals.
That's for sure.
It made it a lot harder to jury the show, but I love seeing how many people don't just paint a birthday card. They actually get in there and paint their heart and soul. And this one just looks like you really had a good time painting it. A great line work too. Congratulations.
Go ahead, Roberta. I think you're muted.
I was. Thank you, Linda. I've only been watercolor painting for a year and a half. And with that, I want to thank Veronica Stensby because she's my painting teacher, and I think she's really helped me to improve. This was one of the first things that I did where I was just kind of more loose. I usually feel like I'm painting in the lines of a coloring book, and this was just something that came more freely. And the color inspiration came from my friend's living room where it's going to hang. And I'm just really humbled because this is my very first judged art show I've ever entered.
Well, keep going because it's a beautiful painting and a beautiful technique. You're really,
thank you.
It shows me you loved doing this piece.
Thank you, I did.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, Marietta. You're up.
This is a half sheet too. The red umbrella makes it a great use of an accent color. Beautiful painting. If you look up close, the little girl and her headpiece, everything is just perfect. It reminds me of an old Winslow Homer, but yet it's modernized and it's today. It's just beautiful. Very, very nice. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. These are actually a model taken on the beach with a lot of different poses. And it naturally was before COVID, but I had the photographs and I thought, well, this is a fun one. And my sister loved this painting. She had it hanging next to her all the time.
Yeah, very, very nice painting.
Thank you.
Nice job, Marietta.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay, Fatima.
Pretty.
The smoke and the steam are beautifully painted. I particularly like the train disappearing into the steam. Very, very well painted. Beautiful piece. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Linda.
Anything else, Fatima?
actually, I said everything that I should say because, you know, this time I'm fun. I have fun with flowers. I love do flowers, but I don't know, in this period of time, I was in the mood of steam and this kind of things.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, good job. Good job.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Claudia.
Colorful and beautiful, great lighting on this piece. Again, there's just so many good paintings, but the minute this came up, it just caught my eye and I couldn't get away from it. Beautiful use of the purples going into the reds, into the yellows, nice soft background, beautiful painting. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I've entered the show, a few times, and this is the first time I get an award. So I'm really humbled and I'm really happy. And I really enjoyed doing this piece and took a long time to do it. So it's just an honor to get it. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice. Really good. Okay, Selena.
I love the creativity in this, and the checkerboard hills and valleys are fabulous. I spent so long looking at this and following those checkerboards up and down and around and back down again. Just love it. And as I say, I love the creativity in this beautiful piece. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks, Linda. Like everybody else, during this time of COVID, we are creating stuff that don't really match what we have done before. This is one of those that just came to me. And then, of course, those boxes and the squares took a long time.
Yeah,
It was a mesmerizing experience. And it have a feeling now I want to run away out of the world. So this is sort of the maybe the effect of COVID right in the middle of it. And we all want to get out of this world.
Yes, you're right.
Congratulations. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Nice going, Selena. Okay, Deborah Reynolds.
I love the subtle tones in this flower, and I love, although realistic, it doesn't look like a photograph. The washes in this piece, the yellow going into the grays, going into the blues and the purples are just beautifully done. Really, really nice. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm recently retired and finally had, because a lot of reasons, a lot more time to do artwork, and I've just been at it every single day, just doing it and trying to find something interesting to do. And I feel a student still in watercolor. Hopefully get better every day.
You did a nice job, really good. Okay, third place, Dorothy Lee.
This is a portrait of my grandmother and her memories was the note that was on it. And great texture, great pattern, creative way to do a wonderful portrait. If you really look at it, in the background are photographs and people and souvenirs or memories. And I just love the fact that we can combine reality and memories at the same time. Beautiful piece. Congratulations.
Thank you. My grandmother, I actually never met her. My grandfather was in the United States, but they couldn't bring her over. So she lived in China and then she lived in Hong Kong. So on the corner is my father and the three sisters. And she based the three sisters, my father came over and then the three sisters took care of her until she died. So I looked for photos and textures and everything so I could put something up for her memory.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
Very nice, Dorothy.
Thank you.
Okay, Melissa Elliott.
Talk about a piece that made me smile. Great use of line, color, very creative. Just love this piece. So second place, good for you. Congratulations, love it.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited about this. I I took a portrait class at the very beginning of last year, right about this time, and it just really inspired me, and I've been doing portraits ever since. And this was an old black and white photo from a guy who posts a lot of old fashioned stuff online, and I just thought it was such a great face, and so I decided I'd give him some color.
Oh, love it.
Thank you so much.
Nice job, Melissa. Okay, and number 1, Carrie Waller.
Gorgeous color and design. I love how a simple cup of tea can make such a gorgeous painting. Love the colors, love the shadows, love the translucency in the flowers and in the cup of tea. Beautiful piece. This is a full sheet piece as well. So think of this as a big full sheet painting. It's got to be gorgeous in real life.
Carrie, you got anything to say there?
Thank you very much, Linda, and thank you. This is my first time entering with Valley Watercolor Society. I think with COVID, I'm a little more aware of some societies that are out there. So I'm very humbled and honored to have this award. And the title is Ikigai, which means reason for being. And I think having that sunlight, which is light, is kind of my muse in all of my paintings, and just, you know, the beauty of the ginkgo leaves with the sunlight, and just all of that is a reason for being. So thank you very much.
I have to tell you that the show, the Valley Watercolor Show, really has a very good reputation. I've been up there before, and I've seen the group's work before, and I've juried before, and it's always a difficult to jury, and the show is always fabulous. I don't think we're going to see it in person this year, but hopefully you'll have it online or on YouTube where people can go in and see it many, many times. I think it's well worth going in and looking at again. Again, thank you for asking me to jury it. It was an honor and a privilege. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. You did a wonderful job. Wonderful. So, Pat, did you want to open up the chat room for questions, or?
Let's see. It looks like we do have questions in chat. Just to be perfectly clear, the video will be up on the website, and we're planning on keeping these up indefinitely. Probably I'll get the recording sometime tomorrow, and we'll have the YouTube up as soon as our web lady can get it up there.
I've been monitoring the chat room, and there's really some congratulations to people who are out there, and one person who couldn't get the picture of the show, but there isn't any questions so far.
So I have a question.
To Roberta from
How come you keep muting everybody so that you can't hear their comments?
What we've only muted when people aren't talking, so we don't hear background noise.
Yeah, I know, but it would be fun to hear everybody's comment when paintings come up and they're beautiful, and you say, "Oh, that's gorgeous," that the artist heard that somebody else liked their painting.
Yeah,
I missed that.
It would be nice, except for all the background noise and phones ringing. And
Yeah, you might just get too many voices going all at once.
Kind of hard to have it both ways.
I guess. Okay.
Is that you, Marietta?
That's me, John.
That's,
You know me, I always have to have my 2 cents put in.
When you have 50, 60 people making comments, you hear a lot of noise. I just want to.
That's why I do like a thumbs up, you know. Then
I just want to add that all the winners, all your prizes will be in the mail, and it will be sent to you. Most of them are gift certificates, or it could be cash. And what we would like is when you receive your award, if it's a merchandise award, we would like you to send a thank you note to the merchandise donors so that they will keep doing it every year.
Yeah, that's a good idea, a real good
Smart. idea. Any other questions?
If we would, if anyone would like to talk about their piece a little bit, if you would just put in the chat, let's see, there's someone, put in chat that you'd like to discuss it in your name, and I can locate it and share the screen so everyone can see it. So let's see if we have anyone that would like to do that.
I would love to hear more about how Dorothy creates all those textures and things in the backgrounds of her paintings. They're beautiful.
Well, we can have Dorothy do a workshop
Dorothy.
next year.
Good idea. Yeah.
There's, I think, Dorothy in the past. She had.
Dorothy, you're muted.
You're muted.
Am I muted now?
No, you're good.
Now you're good.
Okay. What I usually do is I, get my subject matter, and then I find textures that I want to use, and I try to combine them. And generally, I try to blend the textures as much as I can into the subject, so it doesn't, really pop out, because I like it to look like it's naturally coming out. And then I just start painting, and I put in shadows and stuff like that, so the thing looks 3D. That's basically what I do.
And your secret weapon is the clear gesso, right?
I didn't use any of the clear gesso on any of these. The other ones I did, yeah. Because when I used the clear gesso, not the clear, the off-white thinned out gesso, it tends to give a little bit of a gray tone to it, so I want it clear. So these I just did straight onto the paper. The gesso, I can use it for more textures in the background.
Okay. Very interesting. Definitely need your workshop.
Dorothy, you need to give us a
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
If she gives a workshop, then the next year's exhibit, everybody's gonna have.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we'll
Anybody
contact
else?
you for a date.
Anyone else?
See, now, if this was a live thing, if we're all out there together, we'd be eating and drinking right now. Celebrating.
I think it was a wonderful show. And you guys did a beautiful job, Selena and everyone, Pat Bates, and everyone who worked on it. It was really, really good. So bravo.
Is that Marie Burdick?
Yes.
That's you?
Yes.
Well, thank you for the input. And Marie is a past president of the club too. So she's has a lot of good input for us.
I think I have to mention that Sylvia Crosby, she is the chair of the exhibit, but she was not well enough to attend, but she has spent a lot of time getting it organized. And I sort of pick it up at, when she didn't feel well in last month or so. So we wish her well and hope we'll see her again soon.
Yeah, when you watch this video, Sylvia, we miss you.
Yeah, she did not attend here.
Yeah, we definitely miss her. If I could say something.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Well, first of all, thank you to Valley Watercolor Society, and thank you to Linda. It just, it turns the reception into an art class. With the critique, and it's so wonderful hearing the critique and your thoughts on the pieces and the artist's perceptions. This is just great. It is really given us a respite from the kind of craziness that's been going on. But Melissa Elliott, your farmer, is a dead ringer for my great-grandfather.
Maybe he was in that original black and white picture.
If I can get, I'm going to email you. It's a he was a farmer. He was a very, very tall guy. In the picture, he's wearing coveralls, and the whole family is standing there. It looks. Trying to think what year it would have been. Probably around maybe 1915 to 1918.
I'd love to see the picture.
So if you like him, there's a bunch more people in it. So,
Okay.
thank you.
Thanks.
Well, I'm impressed by the variety as a member. I'm very impressed by everyone's variety. And I'll see you at the next workshop. I don't know.
See you Thursday at the meeting.
Yeah. Actually, Linda, do you remember that National Watercolor, right? Had a show, remember at Viva Gallery when it was on in the Valley?
On Chase and Reseda, that one?
I think so. Yeah, National Watercolor had a show there.
Just if I can say one thing, you know, many of us have been studying with Deborah McDonald for a few years, and many of us who won awards have studied with her. So I just wanted to mention that I don't think I would be here if it wasn't, you know, all the support and everything that you taught me.
Great. Very good. Yeah, right. Debbie's great. Very good.
Very good.
Okay.
Ditto on that,
Amen.
Claudia. I just wanted to say, I've been painting with Debbie McDonald for a long time and just really grateful for everything that she's taught us. And Linda Dahl, thank you so much for jurying the show. It was really great hearing your feedback. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. You're a very good group of painters. It's a pleasure to jury paintings that are that good. It's difficult, but it's so much fun to see. I don't think there was a bad painting in the group. I mean, that's what was so difficult. There was a lot of variety and a lot of really good painting.
Yeah, we have a really good group, and everybody's takes it pretty serious. I think we all enjoy it. I have a question, if Fatima is still there. Where was that city scene from? That I thought it was India, but where is it?
No, it's in Iran. Yeah.
Oh, Iran. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of the big cities in Iran. I mean, this is the holy shrine in that city, and people from around the world, actually Muslims, not all people, come to see and pray in that holy shrine.
Okay. What's the name of the city?
Mashhad.
How do you spell that?
M-A-S-H-A-D.
Okay, thanks.
And where's the train?
Thank you.
Fatima, where was the train from? That was
train. Oh, actually, it was my first time that I tried train. And I found a picture. Actually, I mixed 3 pictures.
Okay.
I got the steam from one of them. It was black and white, old one. And I just did the body from another picture. And I don't know, what do you call that part of the train? But the
engine? The engine?
Engine, maybe it's engine. I mean, it's no. The part that is orange. I mean, the below part. It's like
like the rails.
Metals.
The rails.
Bumper, maybe bumper. Bumper, yeah.
Okay.
And I got the bumper from another picture. So 3 pictures, 3 in 1.
Job. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think that's called a cow catcher.
Oh, yeah, that is.
Oh, like that thing.
Someone put out a question about how many entries there
Yeah.
were.
Oh,
Does
how
anyone
many
know how many
entries?
entries? I just
Veronica.
see it on the
There were around 160 or so.
chat.
Wow.
Somebody's
And then we had
asking.
130 accepted.
Very good. Good.
And 19 awards. Whoever the award chairperson was did a great job.
Oh, that was Gail Green, and she and some other people, but Gail went out and she really did a good job getting a lot of sponsors for us.
Will there be a list of the awards and in the newsletter?
Yes, it will be, and it would also be on the website after today. This on the San Fernando Art and Cultural Center website where the show is. We will have the award winners shown with the show. So we'll also show it on our newsletter and our website as well.
Good. Won't be able to miss it.
Yeah. It just take a little bit of time to do that, and I have to work that through with the
Well, I
center.
just want to again say thank you so much for inviting me to jury and inviting me to do this talk along with you. It's really fun to see a lot of familiar faces from when I was up there last. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations again to everybody who's in the show. Thank you to congratulations to all the award winners as well. I'm going to say goodbye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank
you.
Yeah, thank you, Linda.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Linda. Great meeting you.
But nice to see you all.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Pat, should I make an announcement on behalf of San Fernando Valley that they have a deadline on Cafe? They have
Oh my goodness, yes.
And if you happen to paint or draw or sculpt or any media of the model, you can enter the show till tomorrow. It's on Cafe, California. What's it? CAFE.
Cafe.
.com or something.
It's Cafe. Yeah, and we've got that tomorrow.
The deadline
is the deadline. So yeah, I hope we get lots of entries for it. I know the first exhibit that we did through Cafe was tremendously well attended. It's a little bit of a learning curve because as we've learned, if there's any confusion or any perceived limitation on the entries that isn't clear, it'll really cut into your entries. So I think we have the models in motion coming up. So that'll be the exhibit after Valley Watercolor. Then we're going to have Call of the Wild. Call of the Wild is an exhibit that we've done, this may be the 4th year, and it's tremendously popular. It attracts not only really fabulous artists doing anything outdoors, but it also is attracting a ton of wildlife photographers, which if you see what's behind me, you can kind of see what I do.
What's the name of this show?
Call of the Wild. And
I mean the club that's the deadline tomorrow. What's that called?
Oh, it's the San Fernando Valley Arts and Cultural Center. It's a open juried exhibit, and you enter on Cafe.
Oh, whatever
If you
that
go
is.
to if you go to sfvacc.org, and I'll type it in.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to put in a link to Cafe in the chat here. Let's see if I can do it without bombing the whole meeting. Which as I think I told everyone, I was hosting a meeting for a homeless coalition last Sunday, and my cat jumped on the uninterruptible power supply and turned everything off.
Oh, great.
So we're lucky that that didn't happen.
The door is closed. That's,
You learn from experience.
it was, it was, it was very embarrassing. Okay, I'm putting in a
Pat,
lot.
what is that image behind you?
That is, it's an Anna's hummingbird. Let me get out of the way.
Gorgeous.
It's, I
Right.
shot it at really, really high speed. This time of year, it's both the breeding season and it's chilly at night. And they swarm the feeders around dusk.
Oh,
So
okay.
quite often I'll have 20 hummingbirds flying around. Well, they'll do it during the day sometimes. So this may have been shot at night with the flash, but I think it was probably a daytime shot because I can shoot at like a 5,000th of a second and just stop them. You have to go through an awful lot of frames.
You're a wonderful photographer,
Wow.
Pat.
Thank you.
Just wonderful.
Do you teach photography?
Excuse me?
Pat, do you give workshops? Do you give a workshop in photography?
I have not. I would be glad if any. I have taken people out in the field who don't know how to use their cameras, and that was with the DSLR cameras. Right now, just about everyone is starting to use either the mirrorless or they have really, really amazing point and shoot cameras. You can do about anything with them. You can do with a DSLR. You can have it shoot raw, which I always do. The one, it doesn't have the viewfinder where you're looking through the lens, so it's a little different. But yeah, I will take people out and just give them some tips on doing basically bird or other photography. Last summer, I did a whole series of dragonflies over at the Sepulveda Basin Wildlife Lake, and they're fun and colorful. And then the whole thing burned up, so that was the end of that.
You're also a good astronomical photographer, is that the word? For like lunar events and...
Oh, sunspots. I got addicted to sunspots last summer, and so I was out using a solar filter with my 600 millimeter lens, taking solar photography, and I think what it boils down to is I have a very short attention span. But
your camera doesn't.
Yeah.
Your camera doesn't have a short attention.
Yeah, it does. Believe me. But yeah, I have a good time. I love living right next to the Sepulveda Basin, although sometimes it can pose a challenge.
Yeah.
At this point, we've got some more time. What would we like to do? Would we like, we can open it up and people can talk amongst themselves.
Were there any other artists that wanted to show their...
Yeah, because I can
highlight and talk about their
I
piece?
can get their piece.
I'd like to talk about my painting, Veronica.
Veronica, okay.
Let me...
Okay, hold on. Let me get this, what I've got.
It's almost at the end.
There's you.
I see you. And give me one sec. It'll just bear with me for a sec, and I'm going to.
You need to share.
Yeah, I know. Just give me a second.
Okay.
So we're going to open up our exhibit. And I do see you. You're near the
I just
end.
wanted to talk about it because it's kind of different for me.
What's your last name, please?
Stensby. S as in Sam. EEN. SBY. I'm right near the end.
I know.
It's the weird figure.
I think yeah, some of us have had those. Here, let me get you spotlighted.
I have her spotlighted. Oh, I
No,
have her.
I'm going to share the screen.
Well, I see Veronica. She looks great.
Yeah. Hi, Veronica. Your hair got so long, Veronica.
I did see her.
Okay.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah. I'm not the quickest, but
So
I do
this
get it done.
started out. This started out part of a workshop that I was taking, and I wasn't doing very well with what we were supposed to be doing. And so I gave it up and I put it away. And that was about a year ago. And then I started looking at it and I kept seeing these imaginary creatures. And so I thought, okay, I'm not going to tell anybody what I'm thinking of. And so I just had some fun with it, putting in black. And one of my students actually gave me the title.
I wondered about that,
Peyote
Veronica.
Dream.
You had me worried.
Yeah. I didn't even know how to pronounce it. But anyway, I just kind of liked the movement in it. And I debated whether to go darker or, you know how it is, you never know when to stop and leave it alone. But I wouldn't call it a dream. It's more like a nightmare. So,
Veronica,
Well,
how
hey,
did you
depends which way the trip's going. You know.
I did this mostly with blowing through a straw.
Yeah. Because it's
Oh, okay.
explosive.
Very good.
So that's it. And it's a small painting, 7 by 11.
It looks like mice or rats, actually. Dancing rats.
Another title.
Yeah.
It actually looks to me like a cave painting.
Yeah.
And you know, the down at the bottom, it looks like the thing might have some arrows sticking in it. And I am glad I'm not the only one that doesn't do what I'm supposed to do.
Someone's ringing.
Wow.
Hey, guys, I'm going to have to take off. Listen, it's been fun, but I've got something going on here. So I'll see the board members, Mignona.
Oh, that's your phone.
Okay, John, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Pat, thank you very much. Selena,
Welcome,
wonderful.
John. We'll manage the troops here.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Okay.
Thank you, John.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Pat, I just want to mention that this is a great presentation and you worked out all the kinks and this is a tremendous show.
Great.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you. It's for the last I guess 5 years, 6 years. I've really enjoyed working with everyone in the Watercolor Society. It's a great group. I do miss I miss not seeing you in person. I don't miss all the furniture and stuff at the gallery. So it was getting a little bit beyond what I could really do. Would anyone else like to spotlight their work?
No. There's Marie.
Oh, come on. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
There we go.
Who are we looking at?
Just pick a few.
Petrini?
Pick a few.
I will pick, let's see.
Well, who's here? I'll tell you who's here.
Tell me
is,
who's. Let's grab someone and put them up.
What about Dr. Miura?
What are you doing?
Oh, Petrini, well, there's.
We're gonna put you up. You're there and you're ready. So
I'm here.
I know you are. Hold on.
right here, just, yeah, the car.
Yeah.
and
The
Oh, yeah.
card.
How about
Oh,
a
yeah.
car?
There you
That-
go.
Okay, that, believe it or not, is me and my husband there. We were at a car show. And I've had this photo for a long time and I always wanted to paint it. And I just had fun doing this. It's gouache. It's not watercolor, same as thing, you know. But it was a good memory for me since he's been long gone.
Are you right in there and with
How did you get that?
blue hat?
I'm the one with the white ruffle and by the headlight, and my husband's standing next to me. And I just realized that he's much taller and he should have been taller than the guy with the blonde hair. I just realized that. Because he was 6'2". Yeah. So that's what's kind of my memory painting.
Great job on that car.
Thank you. Yeah, that was fun to paint. It really was.
Yeah.
How about showing Marie?
But actually, the fact
Yes.
that painting is so small, 12 by 12, makes it that much harder to paint because you're
Oh,
deep.
yeah.
Yeah, it's either, I think it's 12 by 14, isn't it? Or
Says
something.
12 by 12.
12 by 12. Yeah, but I don't know why it seemed to work that way.
Yeah, that's like really good fine motor skills there.
It's amazing. Okay, we're gonna find.
That's rare for me to paint something like that because I like to do figures mostly, you know. So it was fun.
See here.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Hold on. We're gonna go to Marie. Don't panic.
I want to know how long it took Selena to paint those squares.
There's Marie.
It's
mesmerizing.
This is
Oh,
dynamic.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
That's a half sheet abstract and it's collage. There's crayon, watercolor. There probably is a little gouache, gesso, you name it, it's in there. Probably dropped some acrylic liquid watercolor. And it, as I said, it's a half sheet, so it doesn't look like it's all there. It goes out further on the sides, but I had a good time doing that. I really like that.
Mhm.
It's
Lot of
really
texture.
lovely. Yeah.
Great.
Fun thing.
Yeah.
Really expressive.
Let's see what.
Hey, Selena, I want to know how long it took her to paint those little squares.
Oh.
I mean, that's quite an undertaking. It's beautiful.
And this is lovely.
Gorgeous.
That's mine also. And that was done with a few patterns of the gears all geared up, and it was a limited palette color. And again, there's all kinds of little scribbles with different color, different types of pencils, pencils that run and drip. And it was another fun thing to do.
It's beautiful, Marie. I really like that.
Yeah.
Marie, you need to give us a workshop.
That's a quarter sheet.
Marie, are they stencils, the gears?
The gears are stencils, yes. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And some of them don't turn out, which is good, because it gets those lost edges, and some of them turn out where they've got a very crisp edge, and yeah, I enjoy
That's good.
doing
That's
that.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not all perfect, right?
Right.
Gorgeous colors.
Yeah, I love the colors.
The markings are so good.
Let's see who we're going to go to next. Let me move this over just a little. I think I was cutting off a little bit.
Oh,
of
there's
something.
Veronica, Dorothy, Gabrielle.
Debbie Saunders.
She's here. Debbie's here.
Debbie's here. Hold on. And I know I saw her here.
Yeah.
We'll do the
Three
nice.
very different paintings.
Yes, they are.
I know. I had such a hard time picking out paintings for this show. Not that I haven't painted like a million since COVID, but there weren't ones that I loved. But this was my attempt at painting like Peter before I took Peter's workshop. And I like the way it
How
turned
was
out.
the workshop?
It was good. And
This
it's
workshop
funny,
was
I've
amazing.
done a lot
Peter.
since then. I've done a lot since then, but I can't seem to recreate what I did in this one. So it's really a one of.
You've got
And
some nice markings in there.
yeah,
very
it was
nice.
fun. I'm having
Nice
a blast
colors.
doing that. This one was over a painting I didn't like.
Okay.
That
So-
was the one you didn't like was your underpainting.
The underpainting, yeah.
Yes.
Was like a reject. Yeah.
Underpainting.
Underpainting on purpose. Yeah.
That's right.
There we go.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. And then that one was doing an abstract, and then I saw what looked like an elephant's eye, and then I put in all the little squares, and that was from a like cobblestone stencil. I did that, and then it looked like an elephant with like a fancy headdress, so that's why I call it the eye of the elephant.
Oh,
So,
It's beautiful.
thank you.
yeah, it's bright.
That's a full sheet.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Let's see what else. Who else do we have here, Susie?
Let me look at the list here. I don't know. There are 20 people here now. I'll go to the bottom of it. Arlette, do you have something? I don't know. Koblenz? I don't know who's in the show.
Is Mish Lasky here? Mish?
Uh,
No?
Sylvia, is Sylvia here? Sylvia Golden?
No, she wasn't here.
I'll tell you who's here. Arlette Koblenz is here.
Um,
I don't see her on
No.
there. Roberta Barabash.
Here, or she was.
She's here. She's
Mhm.
here. Roberta, here I'm gonna
When she
spotlight
got the
you.
award, she talked about it.
There you are. Oh, you talked about one of your other ones. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you're muted. Unmute.
You need to unmute.
There you go.
Sorry, I'm a big mouth, so I keep muting myself. So this was, I guess what inspired me for this was this drive a very long time ago when my husband and I and some friends were in Maui, and we accidentally got on the wrong road going back to our hotel from Hana. And we were on this road that we weren't supposed to take a rental car on, and it was just kind of spooky and very volcanic. And I just had that in my head when I painted this.
It looks like windy and like lava is flowing. Wasn't a lava field, was it?
Part of it was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was on the backside of Haleakala volcano, and a lot of it was volcanic.
Wow.
And it was kind of hard to see where we were going, and out of this just sort of.
You got great textures in this.
Thank you.
Yeah, movement in there too. Looks
And,
like the wind-
you know,
wind is
I
blowing
had
the trees.
mentioned that that Veronica is my painting teacher, and we had done this study on John Blockley, and I just fell in love with his work. So that was kind of in my head too as I painted this.
Is that salt texture? Looks like salt.
At the bottom it is, yes.
Yeah.
And I turned the board at probably at about a 70-degree angle while it dried, so the salt ran down. And then some of it was stippling with just a real stiff brush.
That's
And
beautiful.
the rest was just layering.
Well, the tree looks like it's really blowing in the wind and things are kicking up around it.
You feel the
Thank
heat.
you. Thanks.
A lot of heat.
Did
Yeah.
the car survive?
Good student.
Yeah, thank God the car survived.
I
We
did
had
the
no,
same
no
thing.
added charges.
Yeah, that's it's an interesting drive.
It is. It's an interesting drive going on the right road. It's an even more interesting drive in the dark on the wrong
Yes.
road.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you did it in the dark.
In the dark?
Yes,
We
in the dark.
live out there. It's a really scary road. In the dark, I can't even.
In the dark.
We
Yeah.
live
Yeah.
there. So
In the dark with the headlights and only the moon. That was it.
Oh,
wow.
Let's see who we have.
I mean, who's here is Arlette Koblenz. Who's Miri?
Hong Bevan. Who's that?
Anyways, a lovely show.
Is Roberta Montgomery here?
Yes. Can I add you? Here we go. There's your
Sure, baby. Gotta let my
Track you
baby
down.
out.
That's
I don't know.
beautiful.
Oops, I'll take down
Thank you.
the other Roberta here.
I don't know if I'm muted or not.
No, we
We
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Okay.
We can hear you.
Well, thank you for bringing up my painting, my watercolor and collage. I took an Otis class last year with Debbie McDonald. It was wonderful as always. She taught us charcoal pour. And so after the class was over, I was practicing with the charcoal, and it's where you add collage and watercolor. And it's just a really interesting, time-consuming, tedious process, and you never know when to stop. And I finally had to just make myself quit, and just so pleased to be accepted into the show. It was really made me feel so good, and I shared the painting with my entire family, whether they want to see it or not. So thank you very much. It was fun to do, and I'll definitely do more charcoal pours.
Thank you. It's beautiful.
Very pretty. Yeah.
Thank you.
Are those charcoals like pastel or real charcoal?
No, it's real charcoal just thrown on wet watercolor paper, and then you dry it, and then you spray it with a fixative, and then you go in starting to do all the detail work that you wanted to do.
You mean charcoal, like dust charcoal?
Yes, dust charcoal,
Yeah.
loose charcoal powder. It's
Well,
sprinkled
wearing
on
masks.
from a. I had an old bottle it was empty of oregano. It had the holes in the top, and I just got the paper wet in like a big plastic container, and then I threw the charcoal on, and then when it came out and dried, I sprayed it with acrylic, and then it sat forever because I didn't know what to do with it. And then finally I started working on this, and I think the part that I like the most is all the collage paper. I tore up collage paper and some greeting cards and some ribbon and whatever I had around. So it was a great process, and I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I'll probably do another one when I get the energy up to do it.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Yes.
Thank you.
An interesting technique.
Let's see who else from.
John Hersey.
I'm here.
Yeah, I see your name. You're in the show. Here we go. Hersey. Up. There he is. Okay.
Oh, we got to do this one.
Yeah. The birds.
Great title.
This was after, my brother's a bird photographer, and I just love this group of birds. I think what was successful in the painting was I originally put a blue sky behind them and didn't like it, so I went in with some gold mica paint, and it really changed the character. Also, the birds, I have interference green and interference blue paints. So it was an experiment to see how that worked over the black paint. And that's the birds' heads have those colors. So
What exactly does interference, I'm sorry, I interrupted you. What exactly does interference paint mean? I know I have some acrylic.
Well, I'm not completely sure.
It means,
Yeah,
when you look at it at different angles, you see different colors.
Oh,
that's right.
Okay.
It reflects
when-
light differently.
When
Reflective.
it goes on, you don't see anything, but you lean your head one side and it turns green, much like, say, a pigeon's neck would.
Oh, I see. So it's iridescent kind.
Right.
That's I love it.
It's beautiful. I was out looking at these guys this morning and taking pictures of them.
Are they really
They're-
called an annoyance?
I'm sure.
That's one of the collective nouns.
Yeah.
Also, people use murder, which is for
It's
crows.
crows.
Yeah, I knew that one. I didn't know annoyance.
They are annoying.
These birds have such an attitude.
Huh?
I mean, they know it. They're amazing.
So in other words, they're the Jack Russell of birds, huh?
Oh my goodness.
I
think they're the Charles Manson of birds.
the bird on the right seems to have gotten their personality right. The kind of malevolent.
Yes. Yep. And there's your other piece.
This is great.
This one, again, it's an interference color for that yellow around the sun. And this was a test of pigments. It's a hematite sky, and then the interference yellow. I think it was very successful in the center around the sun.
Somewhere in between Munch and John Marin and I don't know.
Arthur Dove.
Arthur Dove, yeah. And the granulation, it's just beautiful.
I appreciate the light in this one. It's
Yeah, so moody. It's great.
Okay,
Beautiful. Okay, do we have anyone else to show their work? If so, just
I have one other piece.
What about Claudia? That pig.
Oh.
What about that pig with Claudia?
Is she still here? No, she's not here anymore. If we want to look at it.
Okay, Susie.
I have one other piece, but
Yeah, hold on.
just for fun.
Don't panic.
I think we have 20 minutes left here, so.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna say goodnight. I gotta go take care of my babies.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Let's see. Susie.
Up. Right there.
Far left.
To your
Far
left.
Yeah, so I got only two.
Whoops.
Gary,
Nope.
Gary.
one more.
There you go.
There I am.
That's what you
I
want,
never
Susie?
saw that one, Suze.
Yeah, I know. That was not my usual style, but it was just a simple, just inspired by somewhere between, what, like, I don't know, Zion and whatever, those clouds.
That's beautiful.
Is it all watercolor, Susie?
Yep. Yeah, it
Really
is.
interesting, the top level of the clouds. It's
Did you use any resist?
No. Not in that one.
Because the clouds in the front and the plateau almost look like collage done. It's really cool.
yeah,
It
yeah.
does. Yeah.
It's three-dimensional or something.
Stamping.
Two-dimensional.
It's just wetting the way we paint.
Yeah.
It's just wetting the shape and allowing the pigment to, the pigment's only going to go as far as the edge of the water.
So that's what you did, just wet a certain portion, put the pigment in, and it did it.
Yep. And it's kind of more transparent than I usually go, but I let the sky kind of just happen.
Yeah, it's really
Very
pretty.
nice.
Yeah, it's found. I got this
Everybody,
down in the drawer.
this is such a great experience because we're sharing what we do in our paintings, and I love it.
Yeah, I'm
It's
kind
so
of like,
interesting.
I find this very luxurious that we can do this.
It is, which we don't get to do in person.
Yeah. It's really interesting with the Valley Watercolor exhibit. We literally, we could have gone on another hour after the 2 hours. So it's really interesting. I don't think the watercolor people talk as much.
No, the collage people, oh, the collage, they wouldn't stop.
They wouldn't stop.
Yeah. That one I turned off after an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we literally, I finally cut a lady off. We'd actually run over the 2 hours. So it's really, really interesting how these things kind of evolve, through the formal part of it where it's scripted out. It's pretty
And
predictable.
that one you never even showed every piece. You didn't do a slideshow.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
Collage art? Yes, they didn't?
No, they didn't.
No,
They only
no
showed winners.
collage.
No, they didn't.
I think it's a good thing to do. I think we will do them with all. I need to find a little better way to do it.
And you need some music.
Well, the music didn't come through.
No.
Oh dear. Well, there was music.
Oh, see, I knew you would know to do that.
Yeah, there was music, and I did not. What I need to do is actually have it running on my cell phone to see what's happening, because sometimes you just can't tell. So yes, there was supposed to be music running, and I could hear it. And I did tell it to share, so I don't know what went wrong, whether the volume was down too much or what, but there was.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
we
good.
didn't hear anything, but
It was stealth.
I have a question for you,
Yes.
Pat.
Mhm.
If we want to have the whole show loaded onto our website, what is the easiest thing?
What I'm going to do is when I get the Zoom meeting, it'll probably be tomorrow. I'm going to turn it into a YouTube video, and then all you need to do is embed your YouTube link into your website. Let me think. I'm not 100% sure of the procedure for that. I'll give you two different kinds of links. Who does your website? Do you guys do it or?
Yeah, Cheryl Shear. Well, actually, I'm thinking not the show for today, but the show that is on the center's website.
Yeah.
You know, everybody, the whole show.
Oh, you just put a link to it.
We just link to it, and as long as you guys don't take it down, we'll be okay.
Won't be like what we have now. You have Valley Watercolor has their own. They embedded their own images.
We actually we download all the images individually, but I was looking for an easier way to have it.
Yeah, honestly, it's just the link to it, and you might need to redo the link when we move you to archive, and that's all. That exhibit's staying up.
Okay.
So
but
that's
we were going to have the actual images in our website, not a link to the center. You know, like have what we've been doing is we will go to online Juried show and download 130 of them.
Right.
But you guys already did it, so I was hoping that there's some way to transfer those images, like on WeTransfer or WeWork or whatever it is. That.
Well, here's the deal. Yes, you could actually put them up on OneDrive or something and put a link to them. I think I forget how many megabytes it was. It's quite a bit of stuff because I did download it to do the slideshow. I guess if you've got enough storage space with your website, you could put them all up. The problem is you don't have title cards going with it. So that's a reason for linking to the exhibit on our site, because you've got all the nice title cards below it.
Okay, yeah, that would
Now,
make a difference.
I'm going to try to figure out a way to basically capture these, the portion of the screenshot, because it would really be nice to have the whole thing, just the whole thing kind of in a slideshow. So I'm going to do a little bit of work on it and see if I can figure it out.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
But yeah, yeah, you could put all the images up, but you don't have titles.
Yeah, because there's a lot of work to put the titles up, so. Yeah,
That was, yes, that is a lot of work. So I'd say for the time being, link to our website, and it'll be there, and also the reception. And I think I am just about ready, I think, to shut off the recording.
Yeah, I think that's, I think
Yeah.
you're over ready.
Because
right
we've
now.
we've like lost everyone. So let's stop the video. And I'm going to, well, come back here.